Hey, what's up, guys? My name is AnnoyingLlama. I'm back again with another Embers Adrift video, ready to just talk about the game and do another rant video. Honestly, it has been a minute since I've done a rant video. I am very excited to actually kind of just do one of these again. There's no like patch notes for running through. There's nothing like crazy, you know, like stuff. I'm just here to just talk about the game like I always do and just kind of give you the rundown what's kind of been going on. So let's just get fucking started with this. I'm not even gonna try to. Don't forget. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AnnoyingLlama. We stream Embers Adrift, Destiny 2, and World of Warcraft content, whether it be private servers or not. But you know, we have some fun, but mostly Embers Adrift because I love that game, and as you can already tell, I'm about to gush. All right, because a lot of great things have been happening, a lot of all right things have been happening, a lot of things, you know, it's just stuff. Not fuck with you. No, it's actually been pretty fucking solid through and through. So right now, I just want to say a couple more things before we get started. I am very excited to just see this game grow. So big shout out to fucking Stormhaven Studios for all the work they have been putting into the game. And I think that's really the only thing I have to really say. I thought I had more to really say about that. But just, yeah, thank you Stormhaven Studios for just keep up the damn good work, and I hope everything goes well. So with that being said, let's get fucking started. Guys, it has been a fucking journey. It has been a minute since we have been through this bullshit, but we have been through it, all right? We have been through the lowest population we've ever seen, any game I've ever played. And things have been it was looking rough. I'm not gonna lie. Before the Steam release, it was looking rough. It was, you know, the game was still free after the whole Digital River situation. We always bring it up because it does play a huge part. I know some people are really like, oh my god, stop talking about it. I swear to god, we're still feeling it to this day, all right? But now, bro, we've hit like a max of 80 players recently, and well, I know 83 on the Steam charts, but it may not seem a lot to you guys, but we're reminded we were playing with constant like 10, 15 players. Like, that's not a lot of people. We still made it work with it though. We still had a lot of fun with the people who were currently playing the game and having fun and stuff like that. But you know, it's been rough. I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna hold you. But it feels so good to see so many new people coming to the game, so many people logging back into the game, so many people playing the game, enjoying themselves, having fun. And yeah, there's some people who don't like it, that to each their own, you know? But a lot more people have been sticking around. A lot more new players have been just playing the game, like I said, enjoying themselves, lovely, finding friends, finding groups. I've seen the same people log in and just like, hey, how you guys doing today? Chatting, vibing, chilling, talking about their experience of the game. You don't have to even like incite it out of them or anything like that. It wasn't like we're doing that beforehand, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I had to really like get it out of them. We were just like start a conversation. A lot more people have been playing Embers Adrift thanks to my videos, and I'm not the only one. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm kind of the main guy to make content around this game, and it's good to see people who, you know, they watch my videos. So shout out to all the people who support the videos and stuff like that and play Embers Adrift and try and get out and loving it, you know. So it's really good to fucking see that the game is starting to get a player base again. And now we're starting to also get back to level 50s again because Ibaxis came out, and bro, we're starting to get the level 50s in. So if you're a level 50 who's ever, or someone who's played the game beforehand at all, you know, probably played during the launch and during the bad times of Embers Adrift. Here, one sec. Oh my god, I have been busy today. But if you're a level 50 who's been playing Embers, who hasn't played Embers Adrift in a long time and played it from the very beginning, but never want to try it out again, I would come back. I will come back. This would be a perfect time for you. Get your ass back in here. And if you're new to the game, or we haven't been looking at it for a while, get in while it's hot. Get in while it's hot. And the thing is, like, it's not even just like get in while it's hot. I shouldn't even say it like that. It's a get in while the bitch is starting to boil up. Because we're still boiling. We're still hitting that boiling point of players and content and all this other shit. Like, I know the trailer for the okay, this is for the level 50, by the way. This is level 50 players. The trailer for when they launched, for when Silver Haven Studios launched for, you know, the Ibaxis, or aka GP2, does not do it justice. And you could thank Genra the Grey for this. He's been streaming the in-game content and showing off the in-game stuff and blah blah blah. You can catch his stream on twitch.tv/Genra the Grey with a little underscores in between those. But still, Genra the Grey. I can say that they really topped the fuck off with this. The design looks fucking phenomenal. I'm level 40, we're about to hit level 43 soon, and really gonna, like, I've been really grinding the fuck out as much as I should be, but you know, I got a family and shit like that, so I got shit to do, but as much as I can, you know. And it is so happy to see that they really pulled through with GP2. So it's good to see that the trailer cannot even do it justice of what they've added to the game when it comes to just systems and new abilities and new mechanics and stuff like that. Like, we're talking about some top tier shit, a dangerous ass zone. These motherfuckers are coming in with a full ass raid sometimes, and a bunch of full ass raid of level 50. Most of them are even geared, coming back to the game, doing the extra raids in GP1 and everything like that, coming back into Ibaxis. Well, coming into Ibaxis and still getting their fucking ass kicked on polls. And that's why I'm trying to get to level 50 now, because I want to help out. And it's like, when I tell newer players about this, like, hey, this zone is a group / raid zone. You know, this games have done this before, like EQ and all that stuff like that. But this zone has brought, like, challenge back into the game that people have been asking for the longest, if not more of a challenge, because they're like, yeah, we have to really watch our asses in there. It's inspiring me and also the new players to race to level 50. It's not like racing like ice, like zoom through the game and miss all the extra content, but actually play the game. And that's the one thing I really wanted out of, you know, just hearing about Ibaxis. Because again, I haven't been in there. I've just only seen it and heard it and seen pictures and everything like that, and talked to the level 50s around the community. It is bringing back a challenge into the game. It's getting people inspired. It's seeing all the screenshots, seeing Genra streams and everything. It's getting people inspired to actually want to play the game, to actually get to the end game and experience this challenging zone. This, not just a, oh yeah, we killed a couple raid bosses, cool, yeah, we already cleared through our backs a couple times, like, it's been pretty chilling and stuff like that. I'm hearing, bro, we can't even get past it. I think it's like how Abaxis works, from what I'm hearing about, by the way. I just want to throw this in here. It's like a lower, central, and then upper, and they're still on the lower section, from what I'm hearing. They haven't even creeped in there. They need more people to hit level 50 or get a lot of the 50s back. But, you know, it's crazy to see that they haven't even got through all of the content. They've just unlocked the 4th profession with the artificing, and just learning how to get the new gear and how it works and blah 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 and everything like that. But they're just breaking that little bit of barrier. It's that sense of, like, that community that of really breaking it through. So, like I said, but the whole point is that if you're a level 50, get in. If you have a level 50, get in now. If you are close to level 50, if you have a level 40 or 30, get in now. If you have not played this game and haven't played since the Steam launch, get in now. This is like a call. I feel like this is more or less of a rant than just like an actual call to the rally the fucking soldiers and shit like that. Dude, I have not seen such invigoration of the community since this shit went down, since the hard launch of Embers Adrift. And I know they're still thinking about the free-to-play system, the free-to-play and stuff like that. They haven't added that into the game, so that's another talk we're going to get into a little bit later. And, you know, like, what I think they should add and blah blah blah. I'll get to that in a second, but let me just get through the main initial, like, rant of this particular topic. You guys need to get it. You guys need to get it. If you have not tried out Embers Adrift, it's on Steam. I have it in the description below. Check that shit out. But again, they brought the challenge back to the game. They've answered the call of, hey, we need more in-game content. They brought it, and it's sounding fucking awesome. The new gear looks fucking cool as shit too. I think some of the armor still needs to like get a little bit fixed though, but still, the weapons look fucking cool as shit. I'm excited to get my hands on that shit, you know? But one of the craziest things that I've seen also when it comes to let's going back to the new players and stuff like that, is a lot more people are really taking the game lightly. Now, I've usually in the past, you know, they're like, yeah, you know, people can't make it past the beginning and blah, blah, blah. But a lot more people are starting to actually deal with the new systems and stuff like that. They're really liking the auction house. They're really liking how the game works, and they're really liking the new, like the lack of limitations on your characters. And because the devs have been loosening shit up when it comes down to professions and new crafting professions and everything like that, people are starting to like this shit. People are starting to really dive into it. And now because we're having a lot more newer players into the game, they're also going through all the older, the CV1, going into, getting all this stuff, like getting into like Northreach and all that shit. Like, I'm starting to see even with the newer players, they're starting to get that sense of like, it's that sense of understanding what they're getting into. And I know not a lot of people feel like that, but I've noticed that when it comes to new players, I'm expecting people to bitch and complain like they usually do. Like, oh man, this is boring. Oh, this is this and this, and blah, blah, blah. And, we have to be like, hey, look, we just like the game. It's to each their own, blah, blah, blah. But I have not seen that much people coming into the game and bitching about the game. I've seen actually less of it, and that's shocking because Embers Adrift is notorious for getting shit on it. But I'm starting to see more praise of the game. People are actually understanding, and believe it or not, Ripley's, believe it or not, I'm starting to see it from people who are coming from Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Now, no hate to Pantheon. I am a backer of Pantheon. I love Pantheon. I love Visionary Realms. I know it sounds shocking. I know a lot of stuff has happened. And I haven't played Pantheon in a minute because I've been so busy with Embers Adrift, but a lot of people are coming from Pantheon. And I know there's some drama that's happening with Pantheon with the community, and it's been split, and how, other changes and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are coming from Pantheon, coming to Embers Adrift, and liking the fucking game. A lot of people who have played EQ. I know Qualm I think is down or something like that, or something happened with the private service, which I hope that comes back on. It seems like people were having fun with the EQ private service and stuff like that. They're starting to fucking try Embers Adrift. They're starting to come out there and actually trying out the game. And remember, Embers Adrift has been out. It's already out. People keep thinking this game's like a cash grab. Blah, blah, blah. It feels like it's early access. No, this game's out. It's been out for 2 to 3 years now. They've had time to learn from their mistakes and everything. And I'm starting to see people from all over. Any of the old school genre. Dark Ages of Camelot. Fucking Monsters and Memories. That community is starting to come into Embers Adrift, because again, the game's finished. It's out. So, might as well play a game that's already released. And by the way, no hate to Monsters and Memories. I love Monsters and Memories. That shit's fun as hell. Aldrin Online. I've even seen a couple people from Aldrin Online. If you don't know, that's basically Evercraft, but they changed it to was it Aldrin or something like that. But the point is, people are starting to come from there because they want to get that itch, that feeling of that somewhat of that old school vibes. In Embers Adrift, because of all the changes that they made, the fixes, the bugs, and everything they've been fixing, the optimization, you go into Unity 6, still some things that still, of course, needs to be fixed. It's not perfect, but at the same time, they've been coming in and fucking shit up in a good way. They're tearing this shit up. Story River Studio is good fucking shit, especially with their tiny ass fucking development team, which has gotten shorter, but now they're starting to actually get paid now. They even changed up the subscription model. For those who don't know, it's no longer like a monthly thing you have to subscribe to. It's you pay a chunks of time. And at first I felt really awkward about it, but it makes sense, and it actually helps me as someone who does it sometimes. What happens if you don't play the game within a month, or you're busy, you're on vacation, you're like, oh, that's a subscription, that just went through, and blah, blah. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You just pay for a chunk of time. I want to pay for a whole year of Embers Adrift. Well, now I'm going to pay for a whole year of Embers Adrift. I'm going to pay a month of Embers Adrift. You get the idea. And I think that's actually kind of helped them out, because it's not like you're subscribing monthly to get in this game. You're just paying for an extra chunk of time. That is, mind you, optional. The subscription for this game is optional. You don't have to do it. And you can still play the game just to fucking stand with less character slots. Now they have it where I think you get now 3, which thank fucking God. I think I talked about this in my last video. You get 3 character slots. You're all good. You're all good. You get 3 character slots. You can still play all 3 classes, well, all 3 like base classes, and then go into the subclasses later on. People like don't really understand it a little bit too much. You can still have access to everything in the game. It's just really limited, and I understand why they're doing it, you know, for the limitation. But at the same time, it's not crazy like a paywall limitations type shit, you know. And a lot of the stuff that subscription people who get like the good example, the recovery bonus. I always have to fucking say this, but the recovery bonus that goes to everybody. When you go to a fire and you're a subscriber, if those who don't know, if you go to Ember Fire to recover, it's slower when you don't subscribe. But if someone who is subscribed goes to a fire, it gives it a bonus, and the bonus lasts I think about like 2 something hours or something like that. I can't remember the actual time for it, but it was there's a subscriber bonus that's activated to it, and it only starts to count down for a certain amount of time when there's not a subscriber person at that particular fire. So what people would do, including myself, will just go to say the subscriber bonus is not the fire. I'll just walk up to it, sit there for a bit, activate the subscriber bonus, and so now every new player can just get bonus things. Bonus recovery makes it a lot easier, makes it fun, makes it enjoyable. People make alts, this shit counts for your alts too, and everything like that. It's not just from one character or nothing like that. It's just for your entire account. The other thing that everyone could benefit from is the crafting state, the portable crafting stations. They're not just for you, and they're not even overpowered too, because you can't even craft imbued shit with it. You can only craft like normal stuff with it, but it can be used by everybody. Everybody can use this thing. Everybody can use the portable crafting station. They can enjoy themselves with it. It's not just for only people who subscribe. So it's like you have benefits to help with the community while supporting the team. And it's, again, optional. I think the only pay-to-win-esque thing is the extra bank space. But even then, it's not even that bad. You know, it's like what, the extra like 2 times the space, and it's like that bad. You don't really notice it until you actually notice it, you know. But again, these are optional things. The only thing everything else is just fucking good. And I think that people I know somebody complained about the auction house, like you get 2 times the auction house space, but it makes sense if you're going to be paying money in the game to support the team, and or if you don't pay money in the game, you know, people who make like alts and stuff like that, or no, not bots. What's the term called? It's with people who can play multiple characters. Goddamn. I fucking just had it into my goddamn head. Multi-box. A multi-box. Yeah, literally, it's boxing. Yeah. So now I kept saying bot, but boxing, multi-boxing. People multi-box. I mean, you can pay for all 3 accounts if you want to. But for someone who were to multi-box, yeah, you get less access to, you get not only less access, you just get 2 times of the access. I should say that. But you get, yeah, if you're willing to pay for 3 accounts, go right ahead. You still get that option to do that. It's not like he's punishing you for not doing it or something like that. But for people who multi-box, or there are people who out there who will multi-box for money gain and stuff like that, blah blah blah, or leveling and stuff like that. You don't really have that advantage per se unless you're willing to like subscribe with all 3 accounts. That's coming out of your pocket, But it's everything's been looking good. What I'm trying to get with this is like when it comes down to the payment, when it comes down to the content, when it comes down to the optimization into the game. They even added new animation effects for the enemies when they use a certain ability, so it actually just enhances the combat a little bit. Like you understand what's happening in the fights when it comes to what enemies do and stuff like that. So it's not just like a if those who don't know, when an enemy puts a debuff on you, it actually shows like an animation that they're putting the debuff on you. So it's not just a boom debuff and it's like, oh well, I guess I'm stunned now. Like fuck, I wasn't really prepared for that. Now you can somewhat mentally prepare a stun or interrupt or something when the enemy is about to use an ability on you, and it shows like a little mini animation. And also when enemies use, I think they're adding this one further in too, because certain enemies when they do AoEs, it'll still have like a smoke effect, in that the size of that smoke effect is the range of that ability. But they're going to be doing things in the future, from what I'm hearing, is that really not only just doing animations before the AoE hit goes through, but it's the it'll be like an animation, and it also do like an extra sound effect. So then you release, and also some of the range of the AoE attack, it would be more defined. And I think they also did define it a little bit more, but still like even more defined in the future. When enemies will do a particular AoE attack, so you know how far the range is when you fight the enemy. There's not like a big old red circle that will pop up, but when the enemy again will smash, it will have more of an animation to that smash to indicate, hey, not only that it smashed the ground, but it will also show the range of that smash. So then you learn eventually as you fight that particular mob or that boss, that hey, that when that boss is a smash, stand back here, because that's the range of the ability, which it adds that sense of immersion without trying to add too much to the immersion. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not trying to do too much with it, but just enough for it to become a mechanic that you can learn as you fight it. And that's something I've learned I'm doing now when it comes to, like, fighting spiders, like you see in the footage now, like fighting spiders, stuff like that. You will see them when they cast and stuff like that. Like, when they cast certain webs, particular certain spiders that will cast a certain ability, and you'll see right before they're about to stun you and stuff like that. Oh, I should probably hit my stun or something like that, or just take the hit, or get ready for a heal or something like that because the tank's about to get stunned or stuff like that. It adds that sense of immersion to the gameplay. And again, it's looking at it, it's not much. It doesn't seem like much to you, but it's when you experience it is when it really hits you a little bit different. And I think that's one thing with Embers Adrift that sets it apart. And by the way, I'm just going everywhere to this rant at this point, guys. But I think that's what Embers Adrift it does right when it comes to just it does right when it comes to just like, I guess it's the idea of experience over just visualization of the game. I get the game needs to, the graphics need to be at least somewhat enhanced to an extent. Not saying like they have to be like fucking 4K quality, Stellar Odyssey looking motherfucking game type shit, but I'm talking about like it definitely, like the weather system. That should be something they should be adding to the game and stuff like that. But Embers Adrift is one of those games that you have to experience more than you can just watch it. So people could watch it on my stream and I could, play the game, hype it up, blah blah blah, or just have fun with it and just like that do my thing. But I always recommend people just to buy the game and to try it out, because you could watch it. If watching it is enough for you and you're like, hey, I like watching this game from afar, 100%, go right ahead, do that shit. Go right ahead, that's up to you, bro. Sorry, I scratched my head. But you have to experience the game. The game is great when it comes to its experience. And if you're already ready to play an old school MMO, this is the game. It's not the only game, but this is a game for you to play. And I'm excited to hit the level 50. It's gonna take me a minute, but I'm slowly but surely getting there. And I've had the most fun playing this game now. It is the most fun I've ever experienced ever in an MMO right now. Now Destiny 2 is coming out next week too, so I'm very excited to play that too, which I'll be doing that on stream with the Edge of Fate. But Embers Adrift is always that MMO I always find myself coming back to. I always enjoy. I always keep playing. It's something I log in sometimes just to vibe out for a bit and then head out. Like it's become my MMO home. Besides that and Turtle WoW and a little bit of Ascension, I'm starting to play that again a little bit more and stuff like that. But it's starting to really show what it's been trying to show for years now. And they're also been showing a lot more of the magic into the game too. So like I said, guys, I'm excited to see where this goes. The team's doing great, the community's doing great, and I can't thank the team enough for all the passion they've been putting into this game. And I know this seems like all over the place. I feel like I missed a couple topics or something like that. And if I did, I do apologize. But this is how rant videos go. My ADHD takes over, and I just talk. And I just love this. I'm just loving it, So I don't really know what else to really talk about besides get into the game. I feel like I've just been gushing over this game this whole fucking rant. If I did, I'd go again. I do apologize. I get hence why they're called rant videos. But it's just I can't express how happy I am. I could get all giddy here on the rant, but I just can't express how happy I am to play this game, to been through the trials and tribulations, and to see it grow and just stick around. You know, I already was liking the game when it was on low player base, so clearly I'm liking it now when it's people actually playing the game, and it's just like, it just feels so good seeing the numbers go up and up and up and up, and all the EU players. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. A lot of the EU players are starting to come back into the game. Like, the game is not dying after the NA players leave. It goes down to like 20 to 30, but I've seen it even like, mind you, it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll be streaming Embers Adrift, and usually I'm expecting like 10, maybe it's like 10, 15 players, something like that online. There'll be times there'll be like 40 fucking people online. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, no way. And again, these numbers don't seem a lot to you guys. I know if people are like 1,000 players, that's how it makes it give. I honestly, I think past 100 will really make it a really healthy, like if it's stable 100 through and through. But just seeing the people come into the game and stuff like it just feels good. And seeing EU players starting to really get into the game now on the EU times, it's just feeling out the game. So I don't want to talk anymore. I feel like I've wasted enough of you guys' time. But if you did like the video, please leave a like. If you have anything else to talk about the game, whether you like the game or not, please be civil in the comment section. I know it just sounds like, again, I'm just hyping up and stuff like that. I'm just expressing how I feel playing the game Embers Adrift right now. You check the description for the Steam store. And just also don't forget to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AnnoyingLlama. We'll be doing some Destiny 2 content and stuff like that, but also doing some Embers Adrift here and there. And we might actually have a new plan when it comes to streaming in the future. I'm making a new streaming trailer just to kind of really fill out the new schedule and see where we go from there, but we'll have to see where that goes. But again, I really do appreciate you guys. Be the best llamas you could be. Fucking enjoy yourselves, and I wish the fucking best for you guys. So, peace out, and I will see you guys, hopefully, in Embers Adrift. Thank you.